nothing in pop culture safe. Wizard casting truth bombs, Marv bringing the fire. When the heart takes head, you're in the culture crossfire. Wizard spells, monsters roar, breaking down the culture war. When the fandom flames rise higher, you're caught up in the crossfire. Crossfire time, caught up in the fandom flame. Crossfire time, nothing in pop culture safe. Wizard casting truth bombs, Marv bringing the fire. When the heart takes hit, you're in the culture crossfire. You're caught up in the crossfire.
Welcome everyone to Culture Crossfire episode. What episode is it?
13.
13 here
Yeah.
on lucky number 13. Look at that. Right here on the M4 Empire and Real Life Fake Wizards live, and we got a hell of a show for you guys tonight. We're going to be talking about two very different movies. I mean, probably two of the most different movies you could possibly compare to one another. But we're also talking a little bit about the gaming industry and glazing a non-game that was absolutely ridiculous. We're talking a bit about Huts, who can now apparently speak English. So we've got a lot to talk about here today.
Full transparency. I have not watched that clip. So we're gonna watch the clip together. And so there's a new Mandalorian clip we gotta watch. But real quick, Marv, how was your weekend?
My weekend, I honestly couldn't even tell you.
How was your weekend?
It was, I mean, better than some people's weekends. I can tell you that much. But
that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But yeah, I mean, it was, took my mother-in-law out for Mother's Day. Called my mom to wish her happy birthday because she lives far away. Or not happy birthday, happy Mother's Day. Had Korean barbecue, which is always a welcome thing.
Absolutely.
Korean barbecue, had a little cake. Like it was nice. It was not good for the diet, but it was good for, just fun and general things. So yes. How was your weekend, Wizard?
My weekend was busy working on a project that for a video, but it's for a topic that we're going to talk about in the show. So I'll just save it for then. And of course, that has to do with Mixtape. But
yeah, of course,
when we'll get in, we got it. We got to talk about this game, Marv.
We do have to talk. We will talk about Mixtape today. That's going to be a major topic of conversation. Hope you guys are enjoying the new night here for Culture Crossfire. We are now twice a week. We are Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we are Thursday mornings at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So early morning, late night. We're going to be leading right into the pro show tonight. And then the pro show will lead right into what might be my final game stream for Pragmata.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I thought you didn't finish it?
I haven't finished it yet.
Oh.
We're heading into the final area.
I tuned in the last time you were on, and I was like, oh, that looks like the end of the game. And then I bounced. I didn't realize it wasn't the end of the game. Because I don't want spoilers.
No.
Like, I know nothing about it, and I really want to play it. I just haven't had time.
Yeah. But before we get into all of that, we do have some super chats to read. So let's get where's my there it is. To the chat.
To the chat.
StreamYard is not my friend today. Spring 91 Bear for $2 says they're going to update the Universal Horror Makeup Show. Yeah, did you see that?
Oh,
they are so they closed it today in its current incarnation, and I guess they're going to update it. I guess it's still going to be the Universal Horror Makeup Show, but it's going to be completely different.
Well, that sounds like whatever they're going to be doing would be new, and like on shows like that, I think that's welcome.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
that
agree.
can only mean it's going to be cooler.
Mark Fields for 199 says positive vibes to you. All positive vibes to you as well, Mark Fields. Good to see you here, my friend. And for another 199 says MK2 3.5 out of 5 for me. Carl too old. See, he was the least of my concerns with this movie. But we'll talk about it. We'll get to it. Watch who you tell that 3.5 out of 5 to there, Mark Fields. Because if you don't give this a perfect score, then you're going to be dragged through the mud, the blood, and the beer. Liquid Fox called me. It's a subscriber mode off, huh? How was everyone's weekend?
Actually, we are you know what? Just because of that, I feel targeted. We are going subscriber mode on over on the Fake Wizards channel. Marv, I don't know about you, but I am.
Yeah.
Here.
I always do subscriber mode on, but then I set it to like any point in time because it's a way to just get more subscribers, to boost your subscriber count. Today I went for the first time in like probably a year. I went subscriber mode off today just because.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little. Yeah, I was just like, yeah, I kind of like. I feel like there's a stigma now to subscriber mode, so maybe I shouldn't.
Today, logging in and seeing the internet today was like, it was like exhausting last night, and then today it was just like, all right, back to the terminally online. What do we got today?
Yep. But mark my words, friends.
Up.
On Culture Crossfire, we are going to keep it on the culture. We are not going to be talking about YouTuber drama or anything like that. Wizard and I don't play like that. You and Kumia for 499 says Glom Gold.
Glom Gold! Glom Gold! Glom Gold! Glom Gold!
Ask and you shall receive. Butter Biscuit sent in a $2 super sticker. Thank you very much, Butter Biscuit. And it looks like Andre Adams for 999 says this broadcast brought to you by, dare I say it, Strong Woman. I'm seeing if I have the clip.
Rising to the top, push it to the edge, give it all you got, barely break a sweat, strong woman, strong woman, strong.
I was gonna say that sounds like the South Park meme.
Strong. One of my favorite episodes. All right, well, that is everything for the chat at the moment. We'll stop in to see what they have going on out there a little bit more between stories, but for now, to the culture.
Oh boy.
Thanks, StreamYard. You work great, and you're so worth the money.
We should cue that up. So if you're seeing at home, if you're seeing problems with the stream, if it gets choppy, if we miss chats or something, like just let us know. We are like content creator friends of ours are having the same problems we are. StreamYard is crashing all over the internet right now. So just big heads up. If we lag out or if we miss chats, we're trying our best. StreamYard's just being terrible today.
I asked how many problems StreamYard was having today.
It's over 9,000.
Yeah,
very much so.
Over 9,000 problems, but a bitch ain't one. That was a really targeted reference. All right, so we have a new clip here, Wizard, for the Mandalorian and Grogu, the big return to the box office for Star Wars. Are you ready to see what this is?
Yeah, so we know that the Hutts are going to be involved with this, and you want to see how Jabba. Is this going to connect back to Jabba? What's the deal here? We know that that there is a relation.
So these were the two twins that we saw in the Book of Boba Fett. It looks like they have a battle droid over there.
Yeah, it looks like they got two.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's a battle droid or is that a commando droid.
The one on the left definitely is. The one on the right, it might be a different type of droid.
Yeah, but anyway, let's see what they have to say. Oh boy.
Mandalorian, still priceless on the black market.
And there we have it. The Hutts speak English now.
Why?
Were they just like, did they think people can't read subtitles anymore? Or like, do they maybe think did they just not want to translate everything into Huttese? Like what? I don't understand this.
Maybe it's a fake out. Maybe it's a fake out, like just for the marketing, but like in the movie, maybe they speak Huttese.
No, because in the trailer they were also speaking English, weren't they?
Not
They
in
said
the, not in the
something-
last trailer.
I thought in the first trailer they said something about like, first you die, then he does,
Oh.
or something like that. I
Oh,
was like a
did
blink and
they?
you miss it. I think they did. I don't know.
Oh no! Because they make you think that that's Embo,
Yeah.
but now
Yeah.
we know it's the Hutts.
Right. Right.
Black market.
But what's even more is knowing we have shamed you forever.
Ugh. I just see Pedro now. Like, also, if he never takes the helmet off, if no human being ever sees his face, why is his facial hair always so immaculately sculpted?
In this
Who is this
for
for?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is this
in-
for?
Way too much makeup and hair. Like his, just how perfectly shaved he is. No stubble, right?
No helmet hair or anything like that. Like,
Do you
just,
mean to
know.
tell me you took care of yourself
Mhm.
when you got to Hutta? If
But
we're on Hutta, this is not the planet. Now Hutta is
Yeah.
not the planet for you to be doing like
Even if it's
manscaping.
even if it's Nar Shaddaa, man, like, what are you doing?
Right.
But I mean, like, his face has just become so like, I don't know. I see it and I just have a reaction because he's just so outspoken and so obnoxious all the time. Imagine that face telling you to capitulate to everything Disney wants and to tell all of your accusers exactly what they want to hear. Because that's what he did to Gina, apparently.
I'm willing to give him the smallest, not benefit of the doubt, and not even a chance. Just like, I still see Pedro as just being an actor. I kind of tune out of anything he does in the real world. I see, what's crazy is I see him on screen. This is just like my cope. I know I'm coping. This is Pedro Pascal to me. I don't see the real world. Like, in the real world, he's acting to me. And I don't take it serious. Like, that's the only way I can process how this guy is. Because, like, otherwise I wouldn't like it.
The one thing that I always give to Pedro is that he's actually a very good actor, because for this guy to
Exactly.
actually make you believe for even a fraction of a second that he is in any way a heterosexual male capable of doing things that are physical, I think that is the greatest acting that's ever lived. He should get an award every single time he steps in front of a camera.
He may not have been a good Mr. Fantastic, but I didn't hate him in that movie, if that makes sense.
I hated him in that movie.
He's not good as the character, but I didn't hate him in the movie.
All right, let's see what else has to say here.
We know the Mandalorian creed. You will be outcast for letting an enemy see your face.
Not if you all die.
It will bring us ecstasy to watch your strong spirit break.
Okay, why do they look like cartoon characters? Like, how did a puppet from the 80s look better than this?
What are we doing here? like, what are we doing here, man?
And why this scene? Why? Why would they choose this particular scene, Wizard? Because every scene that they have shown us as a preview makes me want to see this less.
Okay. We are at the time of us recording this, we are 2 weeks away from this movie. Okay. Yeah. We still don't fully know what the conflict is at hand, what the mission is in front of us. If the Hutts are in the whole thing, are they not in the whole thing? It seems like after this, and especially saying like you'll all have to die. Like, okay, is he going to kill these two Hutts? These were set up to be like kind of big, heavy hitters in the Hutt
in the Book of Boba Fett.
In the Book of Boba Fett, yeah. These are heavy hitters in the underworld.
Were they? Because they were challenging Boba Fett, and then all of a sudden the Pikes showed up and they bowed out.
But they're like the leaders of the Hutt cartel.
I believe they are from the Disligic clan, which is where Jabba was from.
Right, yeah. So they are the runners up to Jabba's clan, and then they kind of forego, or they sacrificed Tatooine to Boba Fett, which with no I would have preferred that. It would have been more interesting to have the Hutts be like, no, Tatooine is ours because that's our capital. It's our capital planet now because we're leaving Hutta. Like that would have been so much more interesting to have that be the conflict with Boba Fett. But no, it's the Pikes and Cad Bane and everybody else that we have no emotional connection to.
Cad Bane working for the Hutts would have been really cool, and the Hutts would have had a logical reason to go after Boba Fett because he has taken over Jabba the Hutt's palace. So yeah, it would have made much more sense. But then when the Pikes were introduced, I kept being like, okay, I can't wait for them to show us who the real villain is. Like it's these whatever Pikes, like for now, but like in the end, it's gonna be like Shizor or something is pulling their strings, or like it's gonna be some like major villain. No, it's just the Pikes.
No, it's just the Pikes, and we're going to throw Cad Bane in there, and he's going to die.
Yeah, and they're going to fight. They're going to fight for 10 seconds. What could have been? They both have flight capabilities. What could have been like a knockdown, drag out, flying above Mos Eisley, slamming each other into buildings and stuff like that. Blasting at each other through the skies. Turned into basically just an Old West shootout, which I understood the concept of, but we already saw Cad Bane take down Cobb Vanth with one of those. Though we should remember that Cad Bane's first weapon was cancel culture.
His first weapon was cancel culture?
Yes. Because when he goes to Cobb Vanth and he's like, Boba Fett is a stone cold killer who works for the Empire. Like he's trying to get them to turn on him because he worked for the Empire. I'm like, is he really trying to cancel Boba Fett right now?
Yeah, but I always hated that because it's like, well, wait a second, all of you he's a stone cold killer. Okay, so are you.
Yeah.
You have been for years now, for many, many decades, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I hate what they did. Like Mandalorian and Grogu aside, like this movie aside, because like I said, we still don't know what the deal is with these Hutts. But just what they did to Cad Bane, and
insane.
And they squandered the relationship between Boba Fett and Cad Bane, and how Cad Bane was supposed to kind of be the one that trains him, and like more or less raises him into being a bounty hunter. We don't get any of that in Boba Fett's own show. If you don't know the relationship between the two of them, they don't tell you. They just expect you to do all the homework.
Well,
You're
and
supposed
they also
to know why these characters know each other.
But they've also never showed you because that episode of the Clone Wars never aired.
That's right. Yeah.
That was supposed to be the episode where we see how he gets the dent in his helmet. The dent that no longer makes sense now that they've retconned the helmet to be Beskar.
That's right. Yeah. Nothing. That whole season would have been better than the actual Clone Wars season that we got. But all right, but bringing back to this, if they're putting out a clip like this, it makes me think this is going to be early in the movie. I think this is Act 1. And I think we're done with the Hutt conflict early and quickly.
You think?
Because yeah, I think it's going to be fast and loose on I think this is now Hutta, which is the Hutt planet. And then from right there, we're going to meet Sigourney Weaver. She's going to give us the Empire story. And then we're off to the races. The rest of the movie is against the Empire.
So you don't think that, I forget his name, but I'm just going to call him Stinky the Hutt, is going to be a factor in this at all?
I don't think he's going to be involved in the movie very much at all.
Could you imagine if that's like the first scene of the movie is Rada the Hutt? That's his name, Rada.
I could see that. Something else I want to point out, because we said earlier, and for full, I guess, posterity, why are they speaking common? Why are they speaking basic? They should be speaking Huttese. Hutts can speak common. But they believe they're superior than all other species. They that's why they only speak Huttese normally, and especially in public.
Do you remember when we got to see Jabba the Hutt speak basic?
I don't think it was in the movies, was it?
No, it was Shadows of the Empire.
Oh.
Shadows of the Empire, when he talks to Prince Shizor, and he starts talking to him in Huttese, and Shizor's just like, just speak basic. And he does. which, you know, it's like a big deal that he does that. So
Yeah, like even in the Old Republic, like the Knights of the Old Republic games, they only speak Huttese.
but like just to like jaw jack to a prisoner, Jabba had 3PO do that. Like
Exactly.
Jabba made 3PO translate for him. So
Now I can understand, you know, the confrontation would be like, oh well, you know, it's not the same. You know, your fans don't know what they want. You know, you want it to be the same. You don't know. I would be okay if we had even a little bit more of direction of what is supposed to be happening in this movie, and we don't. We have nothing. We have no idea what we're walking into, and that's not. It's not like I want spoilers. It's like, what's the reason to go to this other than it's a Star War,
right?
Because that's what they're selling.
And that means nothing anymore. We've learned that
exactly
means nothing. This movie is tracking for an $80 million opening weekend, which is the worst opening weekend in Star Wars history. It's going to come in far below Solo, unless there's just this crazy walk-up traffic, which I don't know, man. I think this movie is going to get I think the show reviewers are going to glaze this movie the way they have never glazed anything before.
They are going to try to say that this movie is like a 10 out of 10.
It's going to be transformational. It's going to have 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I guarantee it. Because Disney is so all in on trying to control the narrative on this movie. They already invited all the shills to the premiere, and now all the Access Media critics are going to do nothing but praise this movie. Oh, and Grogu's so cute, and it's so badass, and Pedro's so good in it. I love that you can see his face so much more, blah, blah, blah. All of that is going to be massively massive when it comes to this movie. It is and then I think that I also think that general audiences probably aren't going to hate this.
I don't think general audience is going to hate it. They're not going to hate it. I think this is going to be the safest movie they ever could have made.
I'll make a prediction right now. 96% critic score, 73% audience score.
I think it's going to be higher for both. I think it's going to be like a 90. What'd you say, 96?
Yeah.
Okay, 96 I think we could hit. I think it's going to be 83.
Okay.
Audience score. I think it's going to be both of those are going to be massive because
I
remember,
just think all the Star Wars haters are gonna not like it. But you know, the general audience I think will.
This is Rotten Tomatoes, which is then Fandango, which is then buddies with Disney, and they're gonna carpet bomb this thing with astroturfing. But Marv, can we pull up my screen here? There's something I want to show you. This is something that my brother and I noticed just today. Mandalorian and Grogu is on everything now. Everything. Burger King meal, popcorn buckets galore. There are hundreds of popcorn buckets. The toys it's in the stores. There it is. Yeah, the popcorn, the Burger King meal. But yeah, there's an entire Bath and Body Works line.
Christinova in the chat for 199 says, "Are you going to get the Mandalorian Bath and Body collection?"
Only if you do.
Yeah,
you first.
No. I will say that I don't know that candle pedestal looks pretty neat. If it wasn't Pedro Pascal on it, I might consider it. You want to get the pocket box holder or the?
I'm just trying to zoom in, and my screen keeps messing.
But again, like, who is this for?
I don't know.
Do they still think that there's a female Star Wars audience that wants to slather themselves in the Mandalorian and Grogu soaps and lotions?
I like to bathe with Pedro Pascal.
I just love Star Wars so much that I just feel the need to rub it all over my body. Like,
who is spending $65?
$65
on Pedro Pascal cologne, man.
Or who is spending $130 on both the Pedro Pascal and Grogu colognes?
This is the nightlight is sold out. The nightlight is sold out.
Okay, that I buy because maybe you're getting it for your kid.
Oh my gosh, man. These aren't for children. This is adult stuff. This is for adults, man.
Well, yeah, obviously the cologne is, but what could that possibly smell like? Eau de Bantha.
Oh, Beskar sea salt, Solar Woods.
What?
Protective patchouli. Are you kidding me?
Oh, is that all the stuff that's in the...
This is what they're saying is the scent.
Okay.
What are we doing here, dude? I don't get it. I hope they made like 3 of these because they're not going to sell.
I feel like we need to like go and just like record like do a video where we just like spray it in the store and like smell it and give a review of it.
I kind of feel like we have to do like. So I mean, we're already planning to do the Denny's Masters of the Universe meal.
Yeah,
let's get the candle to smell failure.
In the air.
That's exactly what we have to do.
Liquid Foxes want to smell like a twink, but this Pedro Pascal stink for the low price of $65. Can we call it Twink Stink?
Twink Stink. Oh, that's gross.
By Pedro Pascal Twink Stink. I can't even say it. Oh my gosh. But what do you think? What does the Grogu one smell like? The bottle for the Grogu one is at least interesting.
The bottle is interesting.
It almost looks like the thing that Lord Zed used to throw to make the monster grow.
Make my monster grow. Salted lavender, cosmic sage, galactic green apple. Yes. Ooh. When you're going, could you imagine?
Honestly, like the scent of lavender, I am always just like, it needs a little salt.
This is the kind of individual who gets this stuff is going on. I have to imagine it's like singles night, and they're like, yes, I'm going to wear my Force Flow cologne. It's going to work this time. This is definitely going to help me at singles night for Disney fans.
That's insane.
But yeah, man, between the popcorn buckets, let me see if I can get those. Mandalorian.
Pull it up to the club in Force Flow.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
I've never been happier to be allergic to lavender.
I mean,
smells like desperation. Oh, the chat's on fire right now. Oh man, is that a lunchbox?
That is a lunchbox
for $25. The lunchbox. Oh, who doesn't want the Grogu loofah? Like, do you love Grogu so much that you just want to cover his face in soap and rub him all over your body?
Can we talk about this? This is the lineup of the popcorn buckets.
Oh, there's not one of those that I want. There's not even one of those that I think is cool.
Let me zoom in here. We've got AMC Theater, Regal, Cinemark, Harkins, and Marcus Theaters. Then we come down here. The AT-AT is available everywhere.
Then the AT-AT is the one that the AT-AT is the one that I'm like, it could maybe be cool.
Do you know why it's not? Because there he is. Because he's hanging off the side.
Oh yeah, if it was just the AT-AT without him hanging on it, I'd be happier with it.
Yeah. And then, collectible combo with drink topper. You've got the Grogu plush down here, the Grogu headband, pins, the helmet.
Movie theaters have just become this like just gauntlet of just stuff they like, merchandise that they want you to buy before you even get to the counter. So my wife and I just got Regal Unlimited because the AMC that we were going to was disgusting. So we were like, let's just get Regal and go. So we got Regal, and they were charging $25 for blankets. Like blankets to bring in the movie theater with you. So we went to Five Below and got $5 blankets and started bringing those instead. And I guarantee you they're of the same quality.
Yes. Yeah. I still have the Snow White blanket from that they sold for Snow White.
You bought that?
I did, yeah. I did because it was reversible. So on one side, it's like the red hood that she wears, but then on the inside, it's the dress.
And you were
I got it.
You were like, I need that?
I got it so I could wear the dress when we did the review on the pro show.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And in my video, actually, I should have had that as a write-off because I used it in videos. It was income
Yeah.
producing, but I think I forgot.
So the Mando's helmet one, that's the one that you could you'd figure everyone would have, but they don't, obviously.
I
compare
don't
this,
see them
though.
selling.
Can I just say the movie that has the best merchandise coming out this summer is Masters of the Universe?
Oh,
Have you not seen the Masters of the Universe merch?
I have. Let me pull it up here.
The full size He-Man's sword sipper.
Have you seen the cups and the name of the cups?
No, I have not.
Oh, dude.
I only saw the Castle Grayskull cup and popcorn bucket combo and the sword.
I am so glad I get to. We're gonna do this in real time live.
Okay.
Marv, you've got to see this.
Okay.
So hang on here. I gotta find it. So here we go. Here, these are the Regal exclusives. Now I'm over on Twitter.
Oh, good. The sword is Regal. Oh, that's great.
Well, the sword is everywhere.
Okay.
So this is you got the throne, which is the big throne. Then you've got the power sword, which
that's awesome.
I'm getting the power sword regardless of how the movie is.
Yeah.
Because the power sword is the same anywhere. Like it's the same here as it is in the cartoon. Okay.
Absolutely.
The Castle Grayskull. I don't really want any of these. I don't know where I would put them. But let's move over here.
The Castle Grayskull though. Okay. What we got?
If we look at this, what is the deal with the what is the name here for this Skeletor
Gripper cup filled with drink of choice. Grippa?
Yeah. It's a
So
Gripper
that's not even
cup.
Gripper, that's Grippa.
It's GRIPPR.
Gripper.
It's a gripper.
Okay.
Yeah. That means a couple. It's a regular cup, but I'm here to tell you that means a couple other things in a couple other communities.
Oh, does it? Okay. See,
yes.
These are the things that go right over my head.
I have been informed by my friends of the.
Your friends.
My friends in the. Oh no, they are. It's just.
No, I have this friend who dresses up like a wizard and goes to bathhouses.
Wait, that's not all because
that's not all. Okay.
If we go back, there you go. Here's your Skeletor Gripper Cup. The Skeletor what? And then if we continue at AMC,
oh, there's a He-Man Gripper Cup.
There's a He-Man. He's a He-Man Gripper Cup, man. Yeah, this is so you say it's the merch is really great.
I'm
what are we selling here?
So I'm fascinated to know what this actually means, and I'm way too scared to actually Google it.
It is not something we will be saying on either of our channels tonight. But yes, it is very there. There's a reason there's no E in there. Like they're trying to hide the fact that they wanted to call it a Gripper Cup.
I assumed that Gripper with just the PR there was some kind of like a Stanley or like some kind of like brand name.
I'm sure that it's just plastic. It's like some kind of a heavy duty plastic.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
that's insane.
Yep. But hey, He-Man, right?
He-Man
and Mandalorian
and toxic masculinity galore.
And toxic masculinity. Marv, in closing on this, do you think that with all the merch, because there's more that we haven't seen, there's Build-A-Bear. You go to a mall, a shopping mall anywhere in the country, and there's going to be Mandalorian and Grogu stuff.
Right.
Do you think that and this is expensive, this is a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it moves the dial at all on the box office?
The merch?
Yeah. Do you think the merch is going to help this movie perform at the box office any better?
Oh no, definitely not.
Well, then we're going to watch.
I don't know what like the point of it is. So Yeah, I don't think that's going to be anything.
Well, we're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, so I guess we're going back to the chat.
Go back.
Nice to see our chat here with I don't think we have any supers that we haven't gotten to yet.
I think we got one.
No, it was Krista's.
Oh, we
got to it.
Okay.
It was Krista Nova saying, "Are you going to get the Mandalorian Bath and Body collection?" But
I will get if Krista gets them and posts them online, I will get the same ones.
that's going to be one heck of a reel.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, guys, go subscribe to Park Hoppin' if you have not subscribed to Park Hoppin' yet. The theme park channel run by Krista Nova, who does an amazing job over there. So go check that out. But yeah, it's man, that movie. I don't know. I mean, we have to see it obviously, like for work stuff. But all right, you ready to get back to the culture?
I am ready for the culture.
To the culture. So Wizard, 2 movies have come out in the last week. We saw both of them. The first one being Mortal Kombat 2. And here's the thing. A lot of people out there are saying a lot of really great things about this Mortal Kombat movie. It's got a rad score on critic lists. It's people on the Critical Drinker loved it. Wizard, I have one question. I have one question for you.
Yes.
What the hell am I missing? Because this movie was terrible.
Not only was it like terrible, because you could have terrible movies that are incredible, they're so bad they're entertaining. With
Mortal Kombat Annihilation is one of those.
Exactly.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation, too bad you will die. And I'm like, how is that a better Sindel than the Sindel that we got in this movie?
This movie was boring. It was a boring film.
Beyond
and I think,
boring.
We want to talk, you could say that the acting was bad, which it was for a lot of them. The acting was awful. You could say the story wasn't that great. I think the story was fine for Mortal Kombat. The story is okay. I think what killed this movie, Marv, is the predictability. It is so overly predictable that it takes any kind of you just don't care. Because you already know what's going to happen. It makes the fights boring because then it's just fighting for padding. And I'll give you an example. So the movie opens with a setup for Kitana having motive to fight Shao Kahn.
This movie opened. The opening of this movie hit, and we're like 5 minutes in, and we have not moved away from Kitana yet. And I just turned to my wife and I said, "Uh-oh."
Yeah.
Because I knew what was coming. I knew it was about to happen. And if you look over at geeksandgamers.com right now, my review is up, and I'm getting destroyed on Twitter for it. But my review headline is Mortal Kombat 2 is another Hollywood girl boss bait and switch with some cool fight scenes. And by some cool fight scenes, I mean 2 out of like 10.
You know what's really bad is after watching this movie, I want less characters and I want spin-offs. I want the reverse of Marvel. See, with Marvel, they do, here's a Shang-Chi movie, and you're like, I don't want a Shang-Chi movie. I want an Avenger. I want my team back. I want my ensemble team. Mortal Kombat is the opposite. I want a Liu Kang movie. I didn't even hate Katana.
We had a Sub-Zero game. Why can't we get a...
I want a Scorpion, just a Scorpion Sub-Zero movie. I want just a Kano, Johnny Cage buddy cop adventure. That's what I want from these characters and from this world, which is crazy. How that's the takeaway that I would say be that.
I would say a Sonya and Jax project, but that's literally every Mortal Kombat show or
I don't
everything.
I can't stand
every
Sonya.
Mortal Kombat cartoon, every show, every movie. It has just been so Sonya and Jax centric, which this one is not. I'll give it that one.
The actress who plays Sonya in this is so aggressively terrible.
She's so terrible. I don't understand. Why wouldn't after she was so terrible in the first one? Why wouldn't you recast?
But okay, let's just see. This is me. I have insecurities about things. So if I find out I'm not doing well at something, I can't sleep at night. I'm going to improve. I'm going to learn more. I'm going to search for the answers to overcome obstacles, right? So if I'm the actress playing Sonya Blade in a big budget Mortal Kombat movie, and I'm getting feedback that my performance isn't good, well, over the course of however many years it is before we do the next one, I'm going to make sure I take some acting lessons. I'm going to make sure I become the best actor or actress, whatever, on the planet. And she didn't do nothing.
I'm sure she was told that she's the bestest ever and she's perfect, and it was just a bunch of toxic nonsense. People that complained about her in the first movie. Okay, so she was terrible. In the games, Raiden has got such a voice, like, Liu Kang, we must go to the tournament. Like, it's so deep and rich. They cast, like, and I get it, Raiden should be Asian, I'm all for it. But cast someone who doesn't have an accent so thick that I can't even drive through it. Like, I could not understand. Oh, Raiden delivers so much exposition in this movie. And everything that he say, like, everything that he says is through such a thick accent that I'm like, can we turn on the subtitles when he speaks, please? Like, I don't understand a word he's saying.
This is one of those movies where I'm like, can you please turn on the subtitles for everyone? Because I'm having trouble understanding what anyone is talking about here. Kano is talking. I'm like, what did he say? What are we talking about?
So Kano being back, I'm okay with it because he was the most entertaining thing in the first movie. He's the most entertaining thing in this movie. But they break their own rules to bring him back because Quan Chi resurrects everyone except for Goro, pretty much, that got killed off in the first movie. Yeah. And they all come back as revenants.
Yeah.
And they all come back except for Kano. And they're like, why wasn't he a revenant? And Quan Chi's like, oh, because he was the most popular character in the last movie and he's hilarious. Like, he doesn't say that, but that's the reason that he gives.
There's no stakes as soon as you like, if you want to introduce a silly haha people can be resurrected, that's fine. But you know that's gonna ruin any emphasis on me caring about anybody here at all.
Yes.
And there's no reason to care.
No, none at all.
You know, even you could have Kung Lao get shredded from the inside, completely shredded, and it's just like, I'm gonna bring you back. How?
Like it's Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, yeah.
But okay, so here's the thing: the trailers for this movie were very specifically set around one character. They were all set around Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage is he's the main character in this movie. The movie revolves around him. And the last shot of one of the trailers is like Shao Kahn's big hulking form, like walking toward the camera, and then Johnny Cage dropping into a combat stance. The implication here being we're going to see Johnny Cage fight Shao Kahn. I was like, oh, cool. He's going to get his heat back from Mortal Kombat Annihilation when Shao Kahn kills him in the very beginning. But that's not what we get. Instead, and stop me if you've heard this one, Wizard. Johnny Cage is a pathetic, washed up loser who everyone spends the entire movie dunking on, who loses a fight to Katana and gets eliminated from the tournament the second it starts, who, has one cool fight with Baraka that ends in a Marvel joke, and basically cannot win a single fight on his own, cannot do anything on his own, has one moment of shine at the very end, but other than that, it's just a complete laughable joke of a character, because the real hero is the stunning and brave girl boss, Princess Katana.
I was okay with... So I'll set this up. I was okay with Katana if we knew it was going to be Katana. I liked Katana. I would have been okay with that had they not marketed this was a Johnny Cage movie.
That's my thing with it too. This was a bait
but on
and
top
switch.
of that,
the one thing that pisses me off more than anything with the film is when they lie to you in the advertising, when they trick you into giving your money over because the girl that they want to base this movie off of can't actually draw in the crowd.
You know what? But it's actually worse than that. We're actually finding this out, and I have some sources that have been confirming this that I can't really get into yet. But we're seeing this in gaming too. So what's happening here, Marv, and you'll know as soon as I say it. The marketing apparatus for entertainment has realized that they cannot market girl bossery anymore. Right. It doesn't sell. So what they're doing is they're making the things that they want, and then they are marketing it to you as if it's going to be for dudes again. And then you buy it, and then you find out it hates men.
Yep.
And that is, we saw that with Soros, the PlayStation exclusive. We're seeing this with Mortal Kombat right now, where they said this was going to be a Johnny Cage movie. Not only was it not a Johnny Cage movie, he's not Johnny Cage. He's a washed up old loser.
Yeah.
And the fact he's like,
Johnny,
I have stunt guys that do the fighting. He literally says, I'm not really a fighter myself. I have stunt guys that do that.
Yeah, he was a champion martial artist and then just became a Hollywood phony, essentially. And when he fight, by the way, guys, we're spoiling the crap out of this if you can't tell. When he fights Baraka, when he fights Baraka, and I'm like, oh, wow. When he puts the sunglasses on, I'm like, okay, here we go. He's being Johnny Cage now. And then it ends with Baraka calling the fight off because he marks out for him.
Yep.
It's a Marvel joke. Also,
it's a Marvel joke.
Carol Brown did a review for this on That Park Place, where she also did not like the film. And she said, and I 100% agree, that, and I would have included this in my review if it wasn't already 3,000 words, that the dialogue in this movie is going to age it out almost immediately.
It's already aged out.
Everything is a contemporary reference.
Yes. It is all dated. It's all dated.
We just lost Wizard. Okay. Don't know what just happened. Hopefully he gets back soon. There he is.
I'm the most professional streamer on the planet. There is a kill button on my keyboard, and somehow it's weak.
Well done, Wizard. But yes, you were saying it's already aged out.
It's already aged out. This movie has already aged out. And but there's been a bunch of movies like that are aging. Animal Farm was the same way. Everything is using dated humor or dated language in everything now. Like,
you know what, though? I will say, like, when Katana defeats Shao Kahn in the end and then becomes Empress or whatever it was, when she's like, "No, don't kneel. We are Adenians and we do not kneel." I'm like, please tell me she's about to form a communist society like the pit, like the barnyard animals, Animal Farm.
But okay. Well, let's talk about that. So Shao Kahn has moments in this. All right, are we pulling the Band-Aid off? We're gonna talk spoilers.
Yeah, just talk spoilers. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Cole first.
Oh,
Cole Young.
I forgot that he even existed until you just mentioned him again. Of course, the guy who everyone thought was going to be Scorpion in the first movie,
There was
a novel that came out when I was a kid. Because here's the thing, I make this point in my review. There are two kinds of Mortal Kombat fans. There are the fans that combed through the instruction booklet that came with the game to get the lore and researched all of the character biographies and waited until the next game to find out what the canon ending was. And then there's the people that just want to do the fatalities and see all the blood and rip out spines and stuff like that. This movie was made for the latter of those two kinds of fans. Now, I am the first kind of fan. So, for me, I went into this fully wanting all the lore explored. I had read the novel, and in the novel, Scorpion's spirit bonds with the body of his son. And,
yes.
And so it was almost like a fire, not Firestar. What am I thinking of? The DC equivalent, Fire. What am I thinking of?
The red. He's in the Flash.
Yeah, he's in Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh,
Some comic book guy I am. Just for some reason, I'm just brain farting on him. Firestorm, thank you, Buddy Smith. Yes,
Firestorm.
so it was like a Firestorm thing where like the spirit of Scorpion was also talking to him, and he was out for revenge because it was his father and whatnot. I thought that's what Cole was, and you're saying that's what he was supposed to be?
That is what they were originally going to do, and then they changed it.
Why?
Lord knows why. Lord knows why.
So
I
they
have
just
no
made
idea.
a new character that made absolutely no sense.
That's right. In the reshoots for the 2021 film, they ended up turning him into his own thing. So that was part of it. And I think it's because they wanted to. And I never remember his name, but he's an awesome actor. The guy who plays Scorpion in the movies, they decided to keep him and just keep him as Scorpion, even though he doesn't work as Scorpion.
Not at all.
It just it doesn't
Okay.
it doesn't.
Well,
work.
anyway, Cole gets immediately offed in this movie. I think he has 3 minutes of screen time in the entire thing, like all in all. Because his first draw in the tournament is Shao Kahn. By the way, Shao Kahn, who loses every fight that he has in the entire film, other than the prologue, because he has that thing where he's immortal, so he can't die. So like he'll get his throat cut, and then it'll just heal because he stole Raiden's power. Raiden, who by the way got his throat cut and was down for the rest of the movie because of it. But I digress.
Yeah, they needed to have a reason to make Shao Kahn keep fighting. It was all like, again, predictable convenience.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing had any stakes. When Raiden gets his throat cut, you're like, oh my gosh, did they kill Raiden?
Yeah.
And then it's like, no, he's floating there, still alive. It's like, oh, okay, then he's fine. He will live in the end. He'll be totally okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're resurrecting everybody? Oh, okay, so nobody's off limits for if you die, you're coming back.
Right.
Okay, we're really resurrecting anybody. Oh, okay. Hey, whoever fights Jade, don't kill her unless you have to. It's like, oh, okay. So Jade lives whoever she fights. She's
Yes,
gonna
and
not only is she gonna live, she's gonna lose so that there could be a mercy moment.
Yeah, and then she'll drink all the fragile masculinity that you get the reference I'm making there, right?
Yes.
Because the actress who plays Jade in this is also the actress who is playing the main character in Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, who attacked fans with this image when they got mad. So this is the person they hired for their Mortal Kombat movie.
You know, you want to,
and they had to take
Mortal
they had to take
Kombat?
Jade, sexy Jade, one of the sexiest characters in the game, and make her the bald, sneering girl boss archetype.
I would have. I know a lot of people are hating on Katana. I didn't hate Katana.
I didn't hate Katana either. I just hated the marketing. I hated Jade.
I would have been okay. Can you tell me this, because I don't actually know. What is the precipitating event that makes her switch sides? Number one. Number two, why did she have a power inhibitor on her staff?
I don't know, dude.
And why was it the symbol of Shao Kahn? And why was she nerfed for her fight?
And what does that and what does that staff do? Like,
what does the staff do? And why did she switch sides? And also, why did she have to break it? Why was she power dampened? There is no explanation for why she switches.
By the way, if the ending had been Katana and Liu Kang fight Shao Kahn together, I think I would have been okay with that.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
But
no,
Katana
it had Sonya Blade.
Well, no, because Katana and Liu Kang never speak to each other in this movie. Not one time, as far as I remember. Never mind the fact that they're supposed to be a couple, that it's supposed to be a central romance of the entire series. They never
don't
speak
worry,
to each other.
Marv. We'll be back for this. We'll be back for Mortal Kombat 3 in 5 years.
No, so here's the thing. I think that Katana, the romance was with Jade. And I think they were going to make it overt and then pulled it back. Because where does Jade sit at the end of the movie? She sits in Sindel's throne next to Katana's throne. And what was Sindel? The Emperor's consort.
Why? Yeah.
That is 100% lesbian coded.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely it was.
I've not seen anybody else make that like make that observation.
Marv, because no one else is seeing the movie and no one's talking about it.
Oh yeah.
We're the only ones that have seen. I mean, maybe you guys in chat have seen.
I don't know. There's a whole lot of people.
we're-
There's a whole lot of people on the on my review over on X that are calling me retarded for my take on this.
It's just
They're like,
look.
Katana's been in it since Mortal Kombat 1. And I'm like, your point? Like, yes, she's been in this for the entire time. That doesn't mean she's the hero of the story. She was not marketed to be the hero. She was not marketed to face down Shao Kahn in the end. Johnny Cage was. Which, by the way, I don't love that Johnny Cage was the one doing it, because it should be Liu Kang.
It should be Liu Kang. Liu Kang is also, side point, Liu Kang is the best character in these two movies. He's the only one I have any care for at all. And it's because the actor is like doing the heavy lifting of playing a really good Liu Kang. And it's like, well, and Liu Kang is supposed to be the main character, but they never let him be the main character.
Never.
You know?
So Liu Kang has
bait and switched us a second time. I just realized that they bait and switched us twice. The first one was a bait and switch that it was going to be a Scorpion-led movie, and then he was barely in it. The second time, it's a Johnny Cage movie, and he was a loser.
Yep. The Liu Kang's character in this movie boils down to he is the strongest fighter and he really likes Kung Lao. Those are his two character traits. And then he has the fight with Shao Kahn. He gets stabbed and goes, I understand now. This isn't my fight. It belongs to another. I must go find Kung Lao, and then turns into Fire God Liu Kang and flies away.
Yep. Because they needed a way to. So this is Marv. This is the problem. This is the problem that we make. This is a mistake that we make. This is a mistake that our friends make. This is the big mistake of doing the like social commentary, culture crossfire. Right. This is our mistake. Mm-hmm. We try to assign logic to writing that is logicless. It's illogical. It is not meant to be understood. It is only meant to be felt. So everybody that's angry at us for being critical of this is just in it for the it's smashing action figures together. Transformers.
She spun the fans on his face. Oh, that's so cool. And that was admittedly cool. But
the Transformers, the first three Transformers films by Michael Bay are more logically sound than anything most anything that's being produced today, Marv.
Mm-hmm.
That's how far we've fallen.
It was insane. It was so so the Fire God Liu Kang thing was beyond dumb. I can't get over the Katana thing though, dude. She's barely in the trailers. And then she beats Johnny Cage in the first fight of the tournament.
Which again is a predictable fight. We know you've already established Johnny's a loser. All right, so he's going to lose this fight. Okay, well, Katana is set up to be the hero, and she's going to turn hero in the end anyway. So she's not going to kill Johnny Cage. So now here we go. Here's the first fight of Mortal Kombat, which means nothing.
The guy that's supposed to be your hero is now eliminated from the tournament.
He's out of the game in the very beginning. He's the first one out.
Beginning. The first person eliminated from the tournament is Johnny Cage. And then his role then gets relegated to he has to go on the fetch quest for the MacGuffin that will allow Katana to kill Shao Kahn. Which was all just a roundabout way to put Scorpion back into this movie.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, it's just an excuse to bring Scorpion back into the fold. At the
end of the day, that's my favorite character, so I'm not really going to argue about that. And watching him fight Noob Sabat was cool, but they never call him Noob Sabat. They just call him Sub-Zero.
Yeah, Bihan. They call him Bihan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There is... Look, if you see Mortal Kombat 2 and you had a great time with it, I'm happy for you. I'm envious that you're still able to go to these movies and turn your brain. I can't. Marv can't. maybe it's that writer's brain thing. Maybe we've written our own stories too many times, or we're too analytical. We don't have but like we physically can't turn our brains off. And if we're going to criticize what Disney Plus does, if we're going to criticize what Amazon and Netflix, what all of them do, then we got to be as critical to this too. This thing does not deserve the 10 out of 10 that most people are saying it is. It does not deserve the Rotten Tomatoes score it has.
I gave it a 4 on Critic List. I gave it a 39 because if you give it a 4, it calls it decent, and I'm like, no, I will not say it's decent.
I think we gave it a 6 out of 10.
That's very generous.
I think we gave it a 6 out of 10. Hey,
but you know what? The positives, visually, this is a stunning film. The costumes are correct. They recreate so many of the battle locations perfectly.
Yeah.
A lot of the moves were done really well. A lot of it was done very well visually. So it was like it was specifically made for the people who the only thing they know about Mortal Kombat is the fatalities and the stages and the costumes.
Can I ask one thing? Because I think you have more experience with this franchise than I do, because I haven't played all of the games.
I'm a major Mortal Kombat fan.
Okay, the end of this movie is the Shao Kahn versus Katana fight. Shao Kahn crushes her and then walks away. There's actually a couple of moments where he spares people. He tries to actually spare people. He's a tyrant and he's a bad guy, but there's a couple of moments where his mercy is his undoing.
Mm-hmm.
I got the feeling that was out of character for this guy.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Shao Kahn always goes for the kill.
Yes.
He does have some affection for Katana. Typically. Now, Katana didn't fight Shao Kahn until Mortal Kombat 11.
Okay.
Like, that's the game where she actually does fight him. But it was always Liu Kang. Liu Kang is always the one that fights Shao Kahn.
Yeah. And in this one, he dies. He loses.
Yep. He loses very much so. Gets his butt handed to him. And then, it's Katana and Sonya fighting him while Johnny and Kano are off on the fetch quest. And Jax is dead. He kills Jax.
I was okay with that. Jax was here to be the millennial, swearing is funny stereotype.
Yeah, that was the other thing. They throw in F-bombs just for the sake of it.
Yeah. That's a millennial thing because swearing is funny.
Atlantean King Gaming says, in MK9, I believe Shao Kahn did fight Katana, but it was cutscene only. That's possible. That is definitely possible. But she never was the one to defeat Shao Kahn until Mortal Kombat 11. And Mortal Kombat 11 is not a game that you really want to model yourself after.
I think, so with our rating system that we're going by, it's like 5 through 7 is considered backlog, which is don't waste your time. It belongs in the backlog. Anything 4 and under is usually, it's not worth. It's trash. It's usually trash.
I thought it was trash. I think that maybe in when this comes out on digital and people are putting it on YouTube, clips and stuff, I think it might be cool to do what I did with the first one, where I'm I'm going to look up Scorpion versus Sub-Zero and just watch that fight, while I'm on the toilet or something.
If that's what these movies are for, they're too expensive for that to be it. But I can see where that's the point.
And it did not do well. It came in $20 million under projection.
There was no marketing for it. We know that they held this for a year. It's expensive when you do that. We know that they shouldn't have set up a third movie, and they did. And
they were always going to.
They kept hinting at a third movie. You should have just do a second movie and it's good.
Well, so Mortal Kombat 1 is the tournament on Shang Tsung's island. That's what I'm saying. This is what it's supposed to be. Tournament on Shang Tsung's island. Liu Kang defeats Shang Tsung. Then number 2 is the Outworld tournament. Shao Kahn challenges Raiden and says, "Look, we can keep doing this over and over and over again, or we can do one big final tournament in Outworld, and I'm gonna fight. And if we lose, I will never again bother Earthrealm." And then Mortal Kombat 3 is they resurrect Sindel on Earth so that Shao Kahn can cross the portal and Outworld starts to bleed into the world. That's the trilogy that you should tell. because the third one is like where everything hits the fan. Then with 4, you get into Shinnok, and then you get into the Deadly Alliance and Armageddon and all this
So
stuff.
they should have
there's
just
a
done the
whole-
first 3.
Yeah, pretty much. They should have done the
All right.
first 3, just verbatim copy them over, and it would have been great, I think, honestly. But they did not do that. They didn't do that.
Well-
And then in Mortal Kombat 9, they like reset the timeline, and like, because from Armageddon, you literally couldn't go forward after Mortal Kombat Armageddon. So they had to like go back in time, because Mortal Kombat Armageddon, the canon ending was Shao Kahn wins. And so Raiden sends a message back to his past self, and they had to like fix everything to like make it happen differently, so that by the time they get to Armageddon, Raiden will be the one to, or so at the end of Mortal Kombat 3, Shao Kahn has to actually win Mortal Kombat 3, because when he does, the Elder Gods intervene, and the Elder Gods empower Raiden, and Raiden is able to then kill Shao Kahn. And then they went into Mortal Kombat 10, which was Shinnok and all that stuff again, and Johnny Cage's kid and Sonny's kid, and then Mortal Kombat 11 was terrible. And then Mortal Kombat 1, because they rebooted it, now Raiden is immortal in the tournament, and Liu Kang is Fire God Liu Kang, and he's kind of the guiding figure, and they tried to retell it from like a completely different perspective. It was fascinating in the beginning, and then in the end, they didn't know how to end the game, and they just start bashing action figures together, and they do a multiverse thing.
Oh, that's not good.
It was terrible.
Yeah, that's
Terrible.
not good.
Terrible ending to a really interesting concept. So yeah, they should have done that. Anyway, enough about, let's talk about the other movie, unless you have anything else you want to talk about.
No, I think Mortal Kombat 2, I think we talked about it, and that's the Culture Crossfire review of it.
Yeah. So hold on. You know what? Let's go back to the chat for 1 second, because a couple of super chats did come in that I want to get to. Okay. Walter Tomaszewski says $65. I thought Marv was going to have a stroke. Almost did. Butter Biscuit for 11 months says, you see my post at you on Twitter, Marv? I did not. It was a Hershey Park article. No idea the validity of the info. I will take a look. I will take a look and tell you what I think. Butter Biscuit for 2 says, did Wizard just pull a Lou? It's worse than that. But wait, it gets worse. You did kind of pull a Lou there.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Learning
All
from
right.
the best.
Ready to get back to the chat? So to the culture, because we have to talk about another movie.
We do. We got to talk about it.
So there was another movie that came out that you were like, you should go see this movie. And this was a
Yes.
movie that was not on my radar at all.
Right.
And you were like, it's peak. You literally used the word peak. And I was like, there's no way this movie is peak. There's no way. Like, I legitimately thought you were trying to trick me to go to the theater to laugh at me.
Oh no, I wouldn't have done that, because it's the amount of time our time is limited. I wouldn't play
Yes.
jokes like that.
But this movie was so good. Like, I don't understand what happened. Like, by the end of the movie,
Yes.
tears are streaming down my face. And I'm like, what is happening?
Oh, all right. As we're getting into this, let's make sure we don't spoil.
Yeah, no spoilers on this one.
No
spoilers on this one.
You got to see this. You got to take your family, take your grandma, take your mom,
Yep.
take your wife, take your kids, take your families to see The Sheep Detectives.
Yes.
I can't believe I have no relation to whoever made this movie. Okay, we're not shilling here. We're not being paid. This
Yes, we have
movie
been
is
paid
probably going to be
we were
$0.
paid. We were paid only in about an hour and a half to 2 hours of good movie
This is
that we paid to see.
probably. This is probably going to be my movie of the year. I don't see anything beating this. I'm so for real.
It was that good, man. It was like
It was that good.
I mean, look, Project Hail Mary is still my movie of the year, but like this is up there. I mean,
This thing is funny. It's got a sense of humor. It has got a ridiculous amount of heart, and not in a cringy way, and not in a way that's too childlike, and not in a way where it's like, all right, that's enough.
And not in a way that's too adult that kids wouldn't get it either. It's like that perfect little sweet spot. And when you say that it's funny in a wholesome way. It's not funny in a Marvel way.
It is, and that's why it works.
Yeah,
it is so sincere about what it is. It understands these are sheep. We're playing with sheep, but the sheep are sheep. They're not stand-ins for humans.
It is such a weird, I'll say it, dumb concept. So the concept, and this is laid out in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler. This shepherd, played by Hugh Jackman, reads mystery novels to his sheep every night. And so the sheep are like experts at like crime scene investigations and like and detective work. And then Hugh Jackman is killed. And it's clear that the bumbling sheriff in the small town in what are they? Are they in Scotland? Are they in Australia? Like, where are they exactly?
UK. They're in the UK.
Yeah.
It's a small town in the UK.
The bumbling sheriff is not going to be able to solve this case. So the sheep go on the case. And it's phenomenal. And look, so for a long time when I was ghostwriting novels, a lot of the novels that I wrote were detective novels. So I'm pretty good at unraveling a mystery when I watch something. Like I'm fairly good at being able to like figure out who the killer is. I will tell you, I did not get this one.
I didn't either. I really liked how it ended because I was like, oh, you got me. Because they do, and I don't even want to like speak more on it, but they do such a good job of establishing all of the threats of the world. Yeah, and there's many of them. There's lots of them, and so this is a fantastic game of whodunit. What a wonderful film.
I will say when the other shepherd first showed up, I said, he's the killer. There's something about him I don't like.
Well, he is a killer.
And then I saw the priest and I was like, or it could be him.
Yeah.
The joke here is that they're both black. Oh my God. I'm kidding. I just wanted to be that typical.
Now we're canceled.
I just wanted to be that typical white guy that's like, I bet you he's the killer. I wanted to be Harry Potter in the upcoming Harry Potter HBO.
That's right. Yeah, the Harry Potter set that's already having stuff stolen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they have they're bugging props.
You cast one black Snape, and all of a sudden, all your stuff's going missing. But I digress. So yeah, also all-star voice cast.
Very much so.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Louis-Dreyfus is the main sheep, Lily, and she's wonderful. Like she's really, really good. Like really, like I couldn't place her voice at first because like I kept thinking to myself, who is this sheep? Who is this sheep? And then I figured it out. Bryan Cranston is one of them.
Right.
Patrick Stewart is one of them.
Is the old sheep.
Yep.
And he sounds ancient.
He really does. I thought it was Ian McKellen at first.
The old sheep. Yeah. There's a couple of great voices, but you know what? With this movie, I think there's something to be said about how the sheep, and it doesn't make sense, but my brother and I talked about it on Fake Cast, but the sheep are allowed to be sheep-like. Yeah. They're not just Tracy Morgan as a sheep. And and the sheep is just Tracy Morgan. And Tracy Morgan's not in the film, but like that's what usually when you do, it's like Patrick Stewart is a sheep, but it's not like that.
They resisted the urge to make one of the sheep Seth Rogen, and for that, I will be forever grateful for them.
Exactly, because when you hear when Seth Rogen is doing voiceover and he does the, that's the point of him being in your movie is so that they could do the iconic Seth Rogen laugh. That character is not a character. That character is a self-insert for Seth Rogen in your movie.
And when that's Donkey Kong, that's not a good thing. Yeah,
if they do the Donkey Kong movie, it's cooked. Because people are really sick of Seth Rogen. but with this, there's elements of how the sheep and like, you know, we talk about some of the emotional stuff because we can talk about that. The sheep can't handle being sad or anxious or
and they have this ability, and they can forget things on command. If there's anything that makes them sad, they can just make a decision as a group and then just go 1, 2, 3 and then forget it.
Yeah.
And it's all about like having to accept grief and the role that grief plays in our process as we like grow. And these are sheep.
They're sheep. It was like, okay, we're sitting in the theater and my brother and I are biting our tongue. We're biting our lip because there's plenty of people in the theater and we're trying to not laugh. Not because we're laughing at the movie, but because what is happening in the movie is so profound and so satisfying that the only thing we could do
is laugh.
Of like, oh my gosh, they can make these things. They can make good movies.
Like you're laughing with joy.
Yes. And what's happening on screen is sad.
Yep. It's just poignant moments. Like, not for nothing, Hugh Jackman has like a scene toward the end in like a dream sequence kind of thing.
Oh my god!
I was like beside myself. I was just, I can't believe how poignant this is.
Oh my gosh! There's like this movie is great. Go see it. You're gonna have a great time.
I called Pro when I got out, and I'm like, hey, I've got a movie recommendation for you, and you gotta just believe me on this one. He's like, oh, what is it? And I'm like, it's Sheep Detectives. And he goes, you're kidding. And I'm like, no, like it's that good. And he was like, well, I guess I'm going to have to eat a large amount of crow on this one because I said it wasn't going to be anything. And I was like, you're going to have to.
Yeah,
because it's so good. Like, and the mystery makes sense. There's not like any like crazy contrivances. There's things that like they encounter like other screwed up things along the way that has nothing to do with the mystery.
Yeah.
Because like that's just the way the world works. Sometimes there's more than one bad thing happening.
Every character in the movie, including all of the sheep, have flaws that they have to overcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that satisfying?
Like the sheep having to like the sheep think that when a sheep die, like they don't think that sheep die. They think that sheep turn into clouds because every time a sheep has died, they've just forgotten it. And the one sheep that never forgets just tells them that they just turned into the clouds.
Oh my gosh.
And watching the Julia Louis-Dreyfus sheep finally come to the realization of what's been happening, you're just like, what is this movie?
like in the beginning, it's like, oh yes, all the sheep turn to clouds. And you're like, and isn't that right? Sheep who never forgets anything. And he just goes, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
they turn into clouds. And you're like, oh no, where are we going?
Yeah, that's the long and short of it. And then like, so there's this thing that they made up for this story because it's not a real thing. I checked. They say most lambs are born in the spring, and when a lamb is born in the winter, it's like shunned and ostracized from the rest of the flock. And so there's this adorable little winter lamb that they're all such pricks to.
Yeah.
And like seriously, like we're watching it, and the first scene with the winter lamb happens where the other lambs want to play, and they're like, don't you play with that winter lamb. And I just turned to my wife and I'm like, oh no. Like once a movie, I feel like I say, oh no to her. Because like, I'm just like, the way they treat this lamb is going to break me. And then in the end, when they finally accept this lamb, I know myself. It's going to get me in a manly yet emotional way.
You know, we talked about Mortal Kombat before. Mortal Kombat II. And what hurt that movie was its predictability. That it would set something up and it was too predictable of how you knew it was going to go down. This movie did such an incredible job of setting things up and you didn't know how they were going to pay off. So then when they did pay off, you were blown away. And that's just like, because now you're on an emotional roller coaster with it. This movie, this is a beautiful film. This is a piece of art. And that's crazy to say.
Is it the Black Lamb? No, it's not a Black Lamb. They're not that on the nose with things. The chat's also saying, no spoilers. I'm watching tonight. Don't worry, we're not spoiling this mystery.
Realistically, we haven't actually spoiled nearly.
Yeah, no, they're saying like with too many spoilers. Like, no, man, we're not. Trust me, we're not spoiling anything.
No. We're actually not. Everything that we've talked about is mostly in the opening 10 minutes. We haven't spoiled the payoffs. Like I just said, there's a lot of setups and then there's payoffs. We haven't spoiled what the payoffs are.
I was surprised at how much I like the human characters too.
Everybody in this movie,
they're fleshed out.
They're
fleshed out.
Yes.
Yeah, they all have like their motivations, and the motivations all make sense, and like and then like when the mystery is solved, just you think back on the rest of the movie, and everything just makes sense.
Yeah, it's a really well done movie.
Yeah.
It's
saying it's adapted from a novel. Okay.
Yeah, don't make a sequel. One's good.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
we don't need more Sheep Detectives.
No, we don't need Sheep Detectives 2. Like, and I don't think it's making enough money to merit that. But like,
I think this is going to have a great second weekend because people are talking about how good this is. I think word of mouth could carry this film.
Going to be good on this one. Yeah, I think it could too.
Yeah, because there's nothing next week, right? Is there anything?
I mean, so it didn't have a great opening, right?
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't need as much to break even, but it's going to need more.
You know, my favorite thing about the movie, though, in the end, the sheep don't form a communist utopia.
Isn't that satisfying? Ain't that something?
Yeah, like I didn't realize that like my barometer for children's movies about barnyard animals is just that they don't embrace communism in the end. But no, the sheep don't.
We're broken. We're broken as a people. That's where it's like
that movie broke me. Like, by the way, did you see Animal? We're talking about Animal Farm, by the way. Animal Farm got an 80% drop this weekend from its like $3 million opening.
I hope it sinks down to Atlantis.
Yep, I hope it bankrupts. I hope
it drowns.
Angel Studios. Who did you see who they're working with now? Who they just picked up?
Waititi.
Taika Waititi.
So be it.
Uh-huh.
Here's the one thing about the Christian audience: when they know that they've been burned, they never come back.
Nope, they do not. But Sheep Detectives. Hey, Christian audience, this is a good one for you guys too. It's very wholesome. Nothing sacrilegious in it, other than talking sheep.
Nothing.
You know. But to be fair, the sheep only talk to each other. It's not like they could like talk and the humans like just can't hear them or something like that, or they can like talk to the humans. Like we hear the sheep baying when like they're supposed to be talking. The sheep, they make the sheep are just like, and they're good CG. Like it's CGI, but like it's good CGI. Like the sheep actually look like real sheep that could be there, other than their emoting faces.
The CGI is the only part. If you just looking at this picture, the only giveaway that these are CGI is the eyes. It's that good. The CGI is excellent.
Yep. And yes, guys, we are serious. Taika Waititi is working with Angel Studios. Thor: Love and Thunder. For those of you that don't know, the director of Thor: Love and Thunder, and a bunch of other stuff. Some stuff that's good,
and an upcoming
I like
Star Wars.
Yeah, right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, one of those movies that is still happening, guys. Don't worry, it's still happening. You are contractually obligated to say that it's still happening. But yeah, Sheep Detectives, guys. I'm shocked at how good it was. Just floored.
It's a 10 from me. This movie's a 10.
Honestly, I didn't want to give it a 10 because I try not to give 10s very often. But I'm like, man, like the only other 10 I would have probably given this year would have been Project Hail Mary. And
see, I didn't see that as a 10. I saw that as a 9.
Why? What didn't you
That
like in
just was
that
a
one?
10 for me. It just wasn't. There is no. I don't think I have a clear reason as to why.
Mhm.
Maybe it's because it was a little longer. It was a little too long.
Okay.
I'm sure if I really analyze, I just didn't feel that it was like it was the 10. This felt like the 10 for me.
I don't know if I can give this a 10. I mean, if it's a 9, it's a strong 9. But you might be able to convince me that it's a 10.
I would have to get into spoilers that I don't want to ruin for
Yeah.
our people out there. I want the people to see it first, and maybe we'll talk about it at the end of the year when we do like the roundup of all the movies. So yeah, let's we'll see. But this one's great. You will have a great time. Your kids will have a great time. Your family will have a great time. Go see Sheep Detectives, and they need need your support. This is actually the kind of movie that's worth
Wizard
supporting.
Force.
What? Am I back?
Oh, you back? Yeah, you're
Am
back.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you said this is act, and that was
I don't even remember what I was saying. This is.
you were saying the movie. The movie needs your support. This is actually.
This is actually a movie that we should be supporting because of how good it is, and it has such positive human values to it.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Big time.
Yep. Go Sheep Detectives, guys. Go see it. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go back. I'm not sure if anything's come in, but nope, nothing else has come in, Wizard. So we could probably get back to the culture because we've got one more story to get to here tonight, and it's one that I'm sure people have been waiting to hear us weigh in on, because it's kind of the big story right now in gaming.
I hate everything about this. Let's get to it.
Yep. Let's get back to the culture. Mixtape. IGN and gaming media give Mixtape perfect reviews, but Steam concurrent player count is laughably low. Now, Wizard, if you just went by the Access Media journos, you would think that Mixtape is a masterpiece of epic proportions. Now, IGN gave this a 10 out of 10. A 10 out of 10, Wizard.
I have never seen a media property, a video game, say it's a game or a show or anything, as heavily astroturfed as this game is.
This 3-hour indie game that IGN claims is a masterpiece. They said this
3-hour indie game is our first 10 out of 10 on IGN in 2026. Mixtape is a coming-of-age game that features Spider-Verse-esque animation, music video-like editing rhythms, pitch-perfect needle drops, and fun fourth wall breaks. It's a musical delight from start to finish, and it sets a new standard for coming-of-age stories in video games and does so with a masterful sense of style. It's not afraid to experiment and nerd out when it comes to stamping different styles on different scenes, and is all the better for it, keeping things constantly fresh. Mixtape is a masterpiece. Will you check it out?
A masterpiece, Wizard.
I've played it. I did a video on it today. We're doing a full review on it. Marv, have you played it?
I have not played it yet. No.
Okay. Be careful streaming it. This game is actually unstreamable, which is a really interesting point that I want to make.
Because of all the music.
Right. So now you have all of the streaming people, all the content creators have to be afraid to stream it because they know that the stream is going to get copyright claims instantaneously, which then hinders the amount of people that are actually able to showcase how terrible this game actually is.
Right. I'm sure that
because they know they're putting their channels at risk doing this.
I'm sure.
So I completely agree. Marv, this game is three. You see them right here. This is the 3 characters. There is a cutscene I'd like us to play if we can. I'll pull it up in just a few minutes.
It's like a whole lot of whiteys.
They're ambiguously brown. Some.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say I'm surprised that they like it that much because it seems very white.
Yeah, the girl standing in the front there with the headphones on, she's white. Everybody else is ambiguously
brown,
not white. Yeah. So this is 1999, Northern California, small town North California, And these three characters are just
Gay.
finishing high school, about to go their separate ways. In that, you'll participate in underage drinking, you'll go skateboarding, you'll flip off the world, causing explosions in your mind. Nearly every time you're actually engaging in gameplay, it is all happening in the character's mind. There is no special abilities, there's no magic. It is the girl in the front there is perceiving the world through music.
Can you lose?
And it's all you cannot lose. There are no fail states. In fact, there are many sequences in the game that you can set your controller down and it'll play the whole thing for you. This is not really a game.
I did see that. I saw a couple of videos where somebody was literally playing like a playable cutscene and they're literally clapping their hands into the mic to show you that they're not playing the game.
This game, now look, this game has every right to exist. This game has every right to be made. I would even say this game is art. However, it is art because it is there to evoke an emotion out of the people playing it.
Right.
Mission accomplished. It's a pile of dog shit. All three of these characters are human sacks of shit.
Oh, are they?
They are sacks of absolute crap. They think they're better than everybody. They think they're better than the world. The one
so they're regular. So they're normal teenagers then.
But it's worse than that because there's never a comeuppance.
Okay.
The game not only plays them off as being arrogant teenagers, it also
they never learn a lesson.
They never learn anything. They are not only are they played off as correct. There's a conflict. The girl in the back there, Cassandra, her big thing is she's got this conflict with her father. Her father is a police officer. She wants to be a degenerate. She wants to engage in drugs and drinking and partying, and she's skipping out on classes. And so her dad confronts her in about the middle of the game and says, "You're grounded because you're being a degenerate. I'm a police officer. You're putting me in a situation. I know what you're doing. I raised you better than this." And Marv, I'm going to pull up here so you could see what the actual ending. I don't know if you've seen this cutscene. You've got to see this scene here of how it actually ends.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to do this right.
No problem. You know what? While you do that, let me pull up this tab here because I just want to, before we watch the scene, I want to show you what all of these Access Media journos have given this game.
Right.
IGN, 10 out of 10. VGC, 10. CGM, 10. Day 1, 10. Well Played, 10. Xbox Tavern, 10. The 6 Axis, 10. Gaming Trend, 10. DualShockers, 10. PSLS, 9. Retcon, 9. GameSpot, 9. Push Square, 9. MonsterVine, 9. Nintendo Life, 9. Game Reactor, 9. Game Informer, 9. Metacritic, 88. OC, 94.
I don't understand. It's 3 hours and it barely has gameplay in it.
That's why they like it, because game reviewers don't actually play games. Like, have you ever heard it said that like there needs to be like a hard mode, a normal mode, an easy mode, and a reviewer mode?
This game is perfect for reviewers because they don't have to do anything. So if you want here, you pull up my screen. We could watch this. This is to cue this up. These kids have been out doing delinquent nonsense, degenerate nonsense, delinquent nonsense. They're late to things. They're making messes. And they have just now had this big party at an abandoned cabin in the woods. And so what you see here is conduct fireworks. Now, I'm going to mute it because we don't need the sound yet.
Right.
Just to play this out, right? So you've got the fireworks, and you do your little quick time button event, and big firework hits the cabin in the abandoned cabin in the woods, where all the other kids are, by the way.
I think we're in peril was the line.
Yeah. Oh, the dialogue is written by a 40-year-olds today. It's on Reddit. Absolutely. Okay. And then she's going to interrupt and say what the song is to set the scene of what we're doing here. So this is Spellbound is the track that starts playing now. I'm not going to let it play.
Okay.
Okay. And they're just watching on with the arson that's happening. All the other kids are fleeing. And then if I jump ahead here, they're running from the police. And who's coming down the road but Cassandra's dad? And let's see what happens. Let's turn up the audio here.
Okay.
For those with small kids, there will be swearing. So just a heads up. Oh my good gosh.
Still playing.
Okay, here it is. Is there all right? So tell me if there's audio coming through.
Yep, there is.
There we go.
What?
Just wait.
I want you to understand. This ain't a catastrophe. It's a warning. Daddy, if you trap me here, this will only be the beginnings of my wicked ways.
Who wrote this?
Because I'm angry and
So to cue this, so this is the father has just gotten there. They've committed arson, underage drinking in the woods here.
I was in
Her dad's a cop.
I was in maybe 7th or 8th grade at this time. I don't remember anyone speaking like this.
Oh no, it gets worse.
be the beginnings of my wicked ways. Because I'm angry and I'm wired and I'm fixing for a whole lot of trouble. If you make me stay here, I'm gonna burn the whole fucking place down.
Terroristic threats. Okay.
Yes. Okay, now, how does the police officer father reply?
How? First of all, let me just say how my non-police officer father would have replied if I had said anything like that to him in 1999.
In public.
Yeah, in public it wouldn't have mattered. I'd have been grabbed by the back of my hair and dragged away.
I wouldn't be here now because I would be dead.
Yeah, I would have been my soul would have been ripped from my body.
There'll be patrol cars up and down this road. Get out of here. Go on. Back the way you came.
And
Well, I guess we have ourselves an understanding.
What?
Yes! 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. This is one of the most poisonous pieces of media I think ever produced in the modern age.
What is this? This is vile.
Yes. This is, and they're reporting this, Marv, as if this is her getting her own agency. She's standing up for herself. She's challenging the world.
It's like what the actual ending of Dirty Dancing should have been, where nobody puts baby in a corner. Yeah, I do, because she's 16 and I'm her father.
Yes. Well, that's what it should have been. But like this is they're playing this off as okay. This is the ultimate like final fight. There is no fight. It's just a cutscene. But this is what this character's journey has all been building up to, is this big conflict. Right. The only thing after that is you get one more mini game, and then they say goodbye, and they all go their separate ways.
Which are the two of them that you play the tongue mini game with?
Oh, that's with the girl, the main girl, not her.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's somewhere in the beginning.
Oh,
and
really?
it's just a regular hookup, or just a regular hookup with minors in high school.
I mean, look, we were all in high school. We all, made out with girls in high school.
Okay, but it's one thing to be a minor in that situation.
Yes, but it's another to be an adult, to be an adult playing a simulator of teenagers making out and controlling their tongues.
Correct.
That's absolutely vile, and I agree it's degenerate nonsense.
I don't remember where it was, but I know it's early.
Because that's the thing, where they're like, oh, well, like it was, like, weren't you ever a teenager? You made out. And I'm like, well, yeah, but like there wasn't a 40-year-old somewhere like controlling me while I did it.
This is real. This is part of the game. There's an achievement and a trophy while playing this if you just let it ride for 60 seconds.
First of all, who makes out like that?
It's just they wanted to be edgy. They wanted to be silly about it.
Oh, it's so it's creepy.
That's right.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. That's
And these are the same people that told you that you were this, that, and the other thing if you liked Pragmata.
yes.
You're problematic if you like a game about a wholesome game about a guy and a daughter figure, a 4-year-old robot that he becomes a father figure for in a lone wolf and cub kind of scenario. That's problematic. But the teen tongue simulator is 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece according to IGN.
This is. I said before. This game has every right to exist. In one way or another, whether I like it or not, it's art. However, the astroturfing for this is why it deserves to be punished and why this needs to be called out. And we almost need to like crush this as gaming, as like community gamers. This needs to be fought and needs to be crushed.
I don't think we have to do much, Wizard, because first of all, here's what you said. People giving Mixtape a 10 out of 10 think Holden Caulfield is profound. This is the most pretentious millennial Reddit-pilled garbage. If you're claiming nostalgia, you peaked in high school. Sad. Very good. I made sure I included that. This is the Steam charts.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, and the game is just long enough that you get out of the window for a refund on Steam.
Mm-hmm. And right now, by the way, it's at 812 players at prime gaming time.
And it's never going to come back up. This
no,
game
it's
is
not.
Done. People might play it on Xbox, but people
are like you're being disingenuous by just showing the Steam numbers. Well, the other numbers aren't available, but the Steam numbers are an interesting, like it shows you the sentiment, especially among hardcore gamers who are more likely to be playing on Steam. But now this is an indie game, right?
No, it's not. So
so in theory, this is an indie game. 2,245 peak, right? 24-hour peak of 2001, 1,191 this morning. Take a look at Claire Obscure Expedition 33, an actual indie game that was successful.
Well, it depends on how we're defining indie. So indie usually stands for independent,
right?
And then it's kind of been turned into budgeting, right? A budget behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Annapurna is this Mixtape got funding from all over the place. There's not a damn thing indie about it.
I am waiting patiently for Master of the TDS and Writing Raven over at Gothic Therapy.
Oh my gosh!
To do a deep dive into this, like they need to figure. I guarantee you, they're gonna find out that world governments were like giving money to this game. That Anita Sarkeesian was somehow involved. That Wings was involved. That Sweet Baby Inc. was involved. I'm sure they're all involved in this.
This is. This is a team from Australia trying to tell us that they know what life was like in 1999 Northern California.
Yeah. Okay.
We want to talk about like the stories of Star Wars and like, okay, that's fine. You want to talk about Marvel? Okay, that's fine. What we're looking at here is actual corporate corruption. And I don't yet know why or how or what their motive is, because it's clearly not selling. So why is everything saying the same thing, using the same vocabulary and all of these knockout 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 reviews? Why are all of the content creators that shill up and down, why are they all getting gift boxes that are worth hundreds of dollars?
Yep.
What is happening here? And I think it goes back to Xbox, specifically because of the tweet that Xbox posted just a couple of hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about that, if I'm going to see if I can find it here, but it's if you don't like a game, you don't have to like every game. Really, Xbox?
Yeah,
you shouldn't even be getting involved.
That is not the message Xbox needs to be putting out there right now. But look at this, like, so 2245. It was 1,000 something this morning. It's 812 right now. This morning there were 3,000 reviews on Steam. Now there's 4,000. With
how?
I don't know. But it's 88.96% positive. or the Steam DB rating is 88.96. Of the 3,730 reviews, there's 92.4. Oh, it's 92.4% positive reviews and only 305 negative reviews.
You know why this makes me so? All right, another reason. It's like a giant puzzle. Another part of the puzzle of why I'm so concerned about this, Marv, is because of who it connects back to. Annapurna is the CEO of Annapurna is Megan Ellison.
As in David Ellison?
As in Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison's daughter is the CEO that published this game and funded it.
So David Ellison's sister.
Correct. Yes. And Annapurna has a lot of reach in both Hollywood and in gaming. They're considered a much larger A24 equivalent in gaming, which is why nobody wants to shit on this game, because it's the art house of gaming. They make artistic stuff.
Mm-hmm. The art house of gaming. Give me a break. Do you have the tweet?
I do. Yes, I'm sharing it. Yeah. So here we got Xbox. This is just a few hours ago. Reminder: just because you're not personally into a game doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's not a game.
Look at Smash.
Game.
Look at Smash first comment. Not beating the Astroturfing allegations of Mixtape with this post.
No, you're not.
No.
Hongmin Lee says Mixtape sucks. Horror Amarada says just because you're into a game doesn't make it a good game. That's how subjectivity works.
Thank you. If you like a game and somebody else doesn't like it, it's not the end of the world, and vice versa. It's subjective stuff. Your opinions are not facts.
Look, if they wanted to ship something that was just like anything better than these sacks of shit human being teen characters that don't have any consequences for being assholes, for thinking they're better than everybody else, which now has all of the access media apparatus sobbing over, oh, I want to go back to the past. Oh, it's sounding like pathetic, weak-ass crybabies. You sold out. You're the generation that sold out. You gave up everything for stock options. You were the last ones who were going to fight the machine. We're going to fight the machine. And the moment you went right into the workforce. Or you're the pains in the asses that are consuming everything, making everything difficult for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to fight the machine. Bullshit. Yeah, of course you want to go back to when things were better before you turn the world into shit. Yep. So I can't. Every part of this feels like slime. It feels like black, nasty, like it feels wrong. Every part of this feels corrupt.
Would I love to go back to 99? Absolutely. Back at a time where nobody cared about race, where nobody cared about who you slept with, where nobody gave a damn about anything but whether or not you were a good person. 100% I want to go back there. But what these people back to an era before Anita Sarkeesian was marrying herself at a birthday party, and that was considered like cool and edgy. Like, no, I don't want to live in that kind of world. I miss the simplicity of the 90s. But what they are showing in this game is not the 90s, because even in the 90s especially, you're not getting away with talking to your parents like that.
You're not getting away with arson.
Yeah.
You're not getting away with trashing Blockbuster, which is an entire mini game, by the way, is to trash a Blockbuster. You get a trophy for causing the most damage.
Oh.
It's people, but that's just it. Because people that are reviewing this and giving it stellar reviews are not considering the substance of what it actually means in the context of the game. They're saying, I remember Blockbuster. They're not saying, hey, wait a second, why is this character trashing a Blockbuster?
Right.
I remember Blockbuster. I remember skipping stones and there was no social media. I remember Walkmans and CD players.
Oh, I remember. That was fantastic.
That's all this game is. And underneath that is terrible human beings. It's pathetic, man.
It really is.
But I said I've said in a couple of private chats. I said on Saturday Night Hypnosis, Xbox is involved with the astroturfing Why? Because Game Pass. Why? Because Asha Sharma, the new CEO, needs wins. They need to be able to say
this game's already on Game Pass, right? It's already on, I read it's already on Game Pass. It's already 10% off.
It's 10% off everywhere, but it's only $20 for that tier for Game Pass, and the game is only $20. So it incentivizes you to just get the Game Pass.
Right, of course.
They are actively astroturfing the shit out of this for Game Pass signups.
So Xbox has tried its best to claw its way back into goodwill by lowering the prices and trying to reach out to gamers and trying to extend the hand, and then right away they're just going to step right back in the shit.
Because this is the first I would wager if they could choose a different game they would. But this is the first one based on already done contracts from before. So let's just run with it. We need, we're being told up top, the bosses are saying we need a win now, today. We are not moving hardware. We're barely moving software. Game Pass costs a fortune for us. We need a victory right now. And so now they're going to get to say, we had a day one Game Pass game that is the best reviewed game of the entire year from the critical apparatus. Every bit of this is corrupt. Every bit of this is staged. And it goes back to the Ellison family as well, because they're involved in this. The amount of money that's involved here, the game doesn't even need to sell. This is all for the trades. This is all to get hype in the trades. To spin stories.
Yep. This is games journalism 101, man. It is exactly the problem with modern games journalism. It's why nobody trusts these people anymore. It's why absolutely nobody takes them seriously anymore. It's this, and it's crap like the Kotaku Kenny articles and things like that. I'm shocked, by the way, since that Star Fox game was announced, that Kotaku Kenny hasn't risen from the grave to make us all uncomfortable again.
Oh, he'll be back. Kotaku Kenny will be back. He covered Saros a few days ago, and it was pretty terrible.
Oh, what did he say? What was his take on Saros?
His take was that the people who were rightfully calling out that the game was a bait and switch, he was like, no, that's actually misinformation, because somebody was sharing an AI photo. Saros is a bait and switch, yeah.
How so?
You're gonna love this. So, the game is a cosmic horror, and it's adapted from the book The King in Yellow. And the real twist of you're sent by a company to go and investigate why these space colonies have gone offline. Plot twist: you're there because you're chasing after your ex-wife who left you because you're an alcoholic that killed your friend because you were cheating on your wife. Your friend found out, you killed him because he was going to tell on you. Your wife left you because you're a sack of shit. She gets to the hell planet, which, by the way, plays on your emotions because specifically it's a deity of want and desire. But your wife is so stunning and brave after living through the abuse with you that she hooks up with another woman on Hell Planet. Both of them are immune from the desire. And then at the end of the game, you break the time loop, and your ex-wife is there, and she's basically like, she patronizes you. That is, and then credits, and the game is over. But wait, it gets just slightly better. Your wife's lover, who dies, she dies before you get there. The armor that you're wearing is filled with her like soul. So she's constantly patronizing you the whole time. You don't find out until the end. The voice in your suit is your wife's lover.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that's the Spark.
I am so glad I did not buy that game. I thought about it.
$70, pay up. $70, pay up.
I would have been so mad if I bought that game.
You are the ultimate. You are a murderous simp. That is what you are. It is literally millennial melodrama dialogue. It's terrible. It's awful.
By the way, Liquid Fox is asking, what's the chance Anita Sarkeesian is involved with this shite? I would say
very
probably,
high.
If she's not involved with it, well, first of all, she has admitted now that she's still been working in the industry, like in the shadows, right?
It wasn't even her admitting it. It was an out from Slay the Spire 2. It was a revelation that not only is she in it, she's working on big projects.
I'm sure
she's very much active. She's just not telling anybody anymore.
You think Kim Belair and Sweet Baby, like they're hiding everything that they're doing?
I think, see, that's, and if I may, I'll say something controversial, but that was our mistake. And not our, I didn't cover it. I wasn't doing content. I don't think you covered it at all, but the mistake of hunting down Sweet Baby Inc. and the way that it was done, the whole Gamergate situation, Gamergate 1 and 2, the way that it was a witch hunt taught them to be sneakier.
Yep.
So all the YouTubers cashing in and, oh yeah, you're really taking them down. Yes, you destroyed Sweet Baby Inc. It was a Hydra. It went much deeper than that, and now they learned how to be sneaky about it. And now it comes down to people like Master the TDS and Writing Raven to do the deep dives because most of us don't even know where to look or where to start.
I love their deep dives on this stuff, man. When they find like that Sweet, because they're all connected. Like we have this Wings Interactive and Sweet Baby and the French government. Like there's all these like paper trails in between all of these various things. When you realize just like the psyop that's going on involving the gaming industry and trying to push specific narratives toward gamers, it's massive. I think it's more massive than the push to do it in TV and movies.
10 out of 10.
Good Lord.
10 out of
Good
10. 10
Lord.
out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. This is from Annapurna themselves. They posted this. There are 16 10 out of 10s on this image here. You're going to tell me we're not, not you, but you're going to tell me this isn't an Astroturfing campaign? You're going to tell me that this is all genuine? I played the game. There's nothing special about it.
Like, let's say if you could put yourself in like the mind of like a modern games journo, the way they think, even then, is it anything that could merit a 10 out of 10?
We've gotten some awesome games this year.
Right.
We've got Resident Evil 9. We got Pragmata. We got oh gosh, see, now I'm drawing a blank. But we've had a bunch of good games. We've had a couple of really good games. Even Soros was better than this. The Soros story is garbage. The gameplay is fun as heck.
Right.
That's what the shame is. Because that's the problem with Soros. And it's what I said earlier in our show. It's they hijack it. They sell you something that seems presentable, and then underneath it gets disgusting. Mm-hmm. There's a corruption underneath it. That was the problem.
It's what we said with Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
They sell you one thing and then it's a lie underneath. This is absolutely being Astroturf. There is nothing legitimate about Mixtape. It is nostalgia. If you're falling for this, if you play this game and you're like, oh man, nostalgia, nostalgia's not the word because everything you're seeing here is fictional. It's not real. It's actually called anemoia. Right. So in researching this, which is a term that can be used in storytelling, absolutely, and it is. But it's also used to hijack your mind for politics. It's also used to hijack your mind for marketing and sales. It's designed to make you think one type of way. It's manipulation.
You ever feel like, because like with Mortal Kombat, I had this feeling, and now I have this feeling again. Like, you ever feel like you're the only one wearing the Roddy Piper sunglasses from They Live? Like,
unfortunately, yes.
That's how I felt.
Which is why Sheep Detectives was so satisfying. Mm-hmm. Because you're like, oh, wait a minute. They can make good things. They're just choosing not to.
Yep. The storytelling's not dead. It's just people are choosing not to do it. But okay, man. We've got to get back to the chat before we end. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. By the way, Wizard, how you doing with the new channel toward monetization? So we can start getting your super chats up here too.
So it turns out it's like 5 or 6 days behind of actually. I've actually crossed all of the hours needed.
Oh, okay.
It might take another, I don't know how long before it catches up. So I'm over 4,000 now. So we've hit it, but it still says like 2,000 on my tracker.
Right. You're just waiting for it to update. That's interesting.
Yeah, but it's like it's dragging bad.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
DogePal for 2 says, indie or otherwise, the game is sheer Tumblr slap. It sure is.
Yes, it is.
And Mike Glass gifted 1 M4 Empire membership. Thank you very much, Mike Glass. Appreciate it.
Nice.
All right, brother. That does it for this week. We hit everything.
We did. What a good show.
Yeah.
I like this.
What?
The night
Crossfire?
show.
Oh yeah,
we did the night show. Because it's not too late where I'm too tired, but it's not. Right. It's not early enough where it ruins the day of work.
Right, exactly. So we are going to be sending you guys over to the WW Pro Show, and then after the Pro Show at 11 o'clock, I'm going to be streaming over at that game place where we're going to try to finish off Pragmata. So that should be a lot of fun. All right. Wizard, you want to close? Is there anything you need to plug? Anything you want to get out there?
I got a new video up on the Real Life Fake Wizard channel on Mixtape. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. I think I'm also going to be jumping over into the Pro Show in a few minutes, probably closer to 10, but I'll be there. Marv, what streams you got coming up? Other than you got the stream tonight.
Got the stream tonight, and tomorrow I'll be on the Pro Show. And trying to get a video out tomorrow. I'm trying to do a Rachel Zegler video just because Screen Rant did a sycophantic article about her, about how people need to wake up to how talented she is and give her the attention that she deserves. And I'll be tearing that apart tomorrow. So
oh wow, they're trying to push her back.
Yep, keep an eye
out. All right.
For that.
Well, we'll wait to see that. But until next time, create, innovate, inspire, and cancel Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Crossfire, caught up in the fandom flame. Crossfire, nothing